two are bad friends.
Who are these two idiots?
A white dude and an Asian dude.
You two are disgusting.
Well, you two are something.
We're bad friends.
Honey, come home from the war. You and miss come home to daddy. Daddy miss you so much. Baby, come home. Baby, you're loved. Baby, you died.
Wow.
She died. Johnny died in the song.
Johnny died in the song?
Yeah, he was in the war, and he had some sort of gangrene on his leg because he stepped on an IED.
He stepped on an IUD or an IED?
IUD. An IUD.
He stepped on a birth control?
Not a bomb.
Oh,
Yeah.
he stepped on a birth control thing?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
why I got gangrene.
Wow.
IED, it would have been blown off. Yeah.
But IUD stepped on a birth control device.
I'm wondering if you were in, because I see a lot of war movies, and I feel like in like the movie Platoon, you would be the Kevin Dillon character.
Sure.
You would like make a Vietnamese guy hop up and down on one leg.
Yep.
And dance.
Yep.
And you'd be the guy that like, you're like the guy that like the other platoon soldiers go, oh, did you see what Andrew did back in the village?
Yeah, he tortured that little Korean boy.
He raped a baby.
No.
Yeah, he raped a baby.
No, I didn't.
He walked into the hut, he picked up the baby, and he just started having sex with the baby.
I wouldn't have sex with it. I would throw it. I might throw it or kick it. I might throw it or kick it.
Yeah.
Bob, have you been lighting cigarettes with a like a campfire lighter?
Yeah.
Like a torch lighter?
Yep.
Why do you not have a regular lighter?
I can't find him.
I
can't find him anywhere in the house.
That little song, "Baby Come Home." I really like that.
You do?
Is that a thing that we should know?
No, I just made it up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just make up songs because.
Well, it sounds like an old classic.
Yeah.
Beautiful Korean. Yeah, like we have there's an old Irish. There's an old Irish one.
Sing an old Irish folklore type song.
Well, but it's translated because it's in Gaelic, but this is what it's.
Shit, like a gypsy shit, huh?
Yeah, but in English it says this. They go, "There once was a lad who drank two." Don't laugh. Why are you laughing? I'm trying to give you a piece of my culture and my history.
I know, but it's whatever it's like whenever you watch like the Game of Thrones or any of those kind of movies or The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings.
Sure.
And then like, a Hobbit will start singing in a fucking auditorium. I used to start laughing. It's so dumb. Keep going.
Hey.
It's stupid. Keep going.
There once was a lad who drank too much. He'd never be alive again. Whiskey and beer and whiskey again. Never will he see a friend.
Yeah.
He laid to rest. He did his best.
All right.
He fought when they asked him to. A drunk but a good man overall. Thank goodness he wasn't a Jew. That's the song.
That's a good one.
It's a good song.
It rings true today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's evergreen. It's evergreen.
It's an evergreen song from the evergreen country, my good friend.
Because when you watch like those kind of things, like if you're watching, I don't know what genre or what time period it is, but where they used to have bards, like traveling bards.
Yeah, traveling bards. Yeah,
and they would tell stories and sing. Those were like the Beatles, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
those were like half Beatles and half like comic.
What was that movie? It was like 7 short films. What was that called?
There's so many movies.
No, it just came out a couple of years ago. 7 short films, and one of the short films was about a man who traveled the country with no limbs, telling stories.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Why can't I think of the name of that movie?
Yeah, what was that?
Oh, it was so good.
It was like a horror movie. It was like the Halloween, right?
No. This was like Oh, dude, this is gonna.
He had no limbs, and he would travel to town,
and a guy would take care of him. And
but the guy was
him.
using him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what was that?
Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Does that sound stupid? Is that way off?
I would never watch a movie.
Wait, what's
called
it
Ballad of Buster Scruggs?
Do you know what we're talking about? Get in the microphone.
She doesn't know anything.
By the way, we have what's Tito his uncle? What's niece?
What niece? Yeah, what's niece in
What's
Philippines?
niece?
Pagumangkon.
But that's.
Bagawangong. Is that right? Bagawangong?
Bagobangong.
Pago Mangkon.
Bagomangong.
So that's
By the way, Ballad
yeah.
of Buster Scruggs was the correct title of that movie. Ballad of Buster Scruggs. I was right. It was the Coen brothers made that. It was 7 short little vignettes or
on
whatever.
Netflix. That's right. It was very good. I
It was
saw
very
that.
good.
Yeah, it was very good.
That's about the traveling guy. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Bagobangun. But I don't want to skip over that. Bagobangun. Say it slow so I can hear it.
Pag
Pag
o
mang
kon.
pag o mangkun.
Pagumangkong.
Pagomangkun. Every time I do it, it sounds like the computer that translates it. Pagomangkun. And what language is that?
Visayan.
What's Visayan?
It's in Cebu, in the island of the Philippines.
Whoa.
Whoa, it's fucking mythic. There's history. So let me ask you something, Jules. I know you don't like
Wow.
talking, but in the Philippines, so every island has their own language?
Not always.
Get closer to the mic.
Yeah, you have to get close to the mic so we can hear you.
Yeah.
Not always, because in Manila you have Tagalog,
Yeah.
and then some other islands also speak Tagalog.
Oh, I see.
What's the most common language in the Philippines?
Tagalog.
Tagalog?
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Yeah.
Yeah. But can you understand, like, if somebody's speaking Tagalog,
Yeah, I can understand.
you can understand it, but can you speak it?
I'm okay with it. I'm not an expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if we went to, it's just like
We go to the
if
South.
we lived in LA, and no, went to Nevada or something, and then they had maybe not Nevada.
No,
I think
like the South.
the South, the South,
If you go to New Orleans,
New Orleans, and then they had a completely different language that we didn't understand.
but now in New Orleans, the like in New Orleans, what is it called? The Creole, like when they do
Creole,
and stuff?
yeah.
Back to the bayou.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
that stuff's hard to hear. Look at it. Tell me if you can understand what this says. Tell me if you can understand this one. What am I saying here?
ఈ రోజు మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
Iro, miro, ila, jonaro. No?
It's just so racist
One
when
more-
you do
no,
it.
it's not. One more
it just
time.
doesn't
Let's hear
sound
it.
right.
ఈ రోజు మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
Do you hear any of that? That's in Tagalog. That's how are you doing today?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iro, jimiro, halalor, taranto.
Yeah, I don't think it's right.
You don't think that's right at all?
She's
If it's how are you, it's kumusta ka.
Oh, that sounds like Spanish. Como está? How about this? What's this one?
పురుషాంగం.
Purushangam.
No.
Nothing?
nothing.
God, what is this app? Fucking Google.
It's nothing.
Maybe try Filipino instead of Tagalog.
But they don't have Filipino on there.
No.
Tagalog is the most common one on the language translate one. Do you ever, when you go to another place though, and you try to conversate with someone, do you use English as the middle ground?
I've only went to like Bohol and Camotes, and they speak Visayan, my language.
Oh, they speak your language.
But
Yeah.
then when I go to Manila, I speak English because I'm not good with Tagalog.
Oh.
Do most people in Manila speak English?
They do, but they don't. They're not good at it.
Right.
Yeah.
You're really good at it. When did you start taking English?
Ever since I was young, because the schools teach English.
Yeah, with hopes that you guys are going to get out.
Or maybe the concubine life.
Yeah.
Sometimes the expats or whatever, the older, white dudes.
White dudes are there, yeah.
The dudes, and they want to, bang bang.
Do you know what 90 Day Fiancé is? Do you know what that television show is?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Kalila sees it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And these men are trying to go marry. There's a lot of Filipino women that come across on the show, and they marry them so they can get to the United States.
But there's something about I've seen that show before. There's something about like an average or kind of an uglier white dude, and then they go to a country like that, and they come back with a real hottie. I get angry.
Why?
I don't know why.
They come back because those women just want somewhere to live.
I know.
They're basically sex slaves. They're sex slaves.
Yeah.
They have sex with these weird white dudes that are like, I'm just looking for a wife.
There's this old series on HBO called Autopsy. You ever see those?
No.
Oh, you have HBO Go or anything?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
All right, so go to the documentaries section. And
Autopsy?
It's called Autopsy, and they were made in the early '90s or '90s. They're incredible. Because they show real bodies and stuff. This is back in the day, yeah. But it's like they're all forensic-y, case files.
But it's all case files on on cold cases or on
on real cases that they solved through forensics.
Oh, they've been solved.
It was like the first show of that kind.
Whoa.
And they had this this white man,
Gross.
and his
Yeah.
and his young Filipino wife, right, suddenly dies, right?
Yeah.
They find her like hand in, I love it when they find the hand first. They'll find a hand sticking out of the ground,
Yeah.
right? And then they don't know what to do.
It's always a jogger.
Right.
It's like I was out in the early morning and I saw a hand.
Yeah. I hate when they do that. You know what I would if I died, right?
Yeah.
I want to die in a mysterious way in that way where they find my hand in a field, but then like a year later they find like an ear in like an island off Hawaii and then a foot in Antarctica.
Why don't we just spread your body parts all over the world?
All over the world so
I would
they don't
love
know
that.
what the fuck happened.
Just one Bobby Lee eye sticking out
yeah.
at a fish market. Just your eye out of ice.
I know. Yeah, and then so that it always
Autopsy.
remains autopsy. But then it turns out like he always does that. Like he has had 4 other Filipino wives over his life
And he
that
kills them.
mysteriously died or disappeared.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, so they,
Was he American?
it's always an older white dude.
Yeah, I know, but dude, a lot of there was a British dude in the news in Bristol, maybe it was called.
Yeah.
39 women and children that he had killed, did all this screwed up shit to. 39, and he got away with it forever.
Yeah.
He basically wanted to get caught at some point.
Yeah.
These weirdo white dudes, they get these foreigners like that
Yeah.
because they can't, they can't, what are they going to?
Yeah, but you know
They're
what, dude?
stuck.
That kind of behavior
It's
is
disgusting.
everywhere, though.
Yeah, I know.
Because remember the Japanese kid? There was a Japanese kid. He went to school. He comes from a rich Japanese family, like a powerful Japanese family.
Yeah.
And he went to a boarding school or a college or whatever. He was a foreign exchange student in Sweden or whatever. And he ate a Swedish girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
he ate her.
Yes.
And then he's now in like prison.
Yeah.
But his family is so powerful that he got out.
Yeah.
And now he's just roaming free. Imagine like he's in a Japanese bar getting drunk, right?
He is.
And people are telling stories, you know what I mean? And he can just always top everyone else's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? You ate a mongoose once? Oh yeah? I ate, you know what I mean? A white Swedish lady.
Everyone's like,
Whoa.
oh, that's impressive.
Yeah.
To eat a white Swedish girl?
And get away with it? I love that.
Money, power, respect.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob, speaking of which,
Yeah.
how cool is this?
Whatever. Anyway,
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Say thank you to Ted Munz. He
Ted
did this.
Munz,
This
he
is
did it.
awesome, right?
That really is dope.
This is very
Can
cool.
you see it on camera?
Can you see it?
Yeah.
How do you say cool in
She's not fucking. She's a bright.
She's
girl.
my little Google Translate.
She's a bright girl.
How do you say cool? Thank you.
Thank you.
How do you say thank you? Oh, you Filipinos don't say thank you.
Salamat.
Huh?
Salamat.
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 Salamat. Ship Station. You guys, the world is changing. We all need to adapt. Everyone's buying stuff online, staying at home. Now that e-commerce is up, they need to meet the demands of a new delivery culture. You got to get ready and use Ship Station.
It's the fastest, easiest, and most affordable way to manage and ship your orders. Just a few clicks, and you'll be managing your orders, printing out labels, and getting your product to happy customers. ShipStation makes it easy.
Yes, it does. I use ShipStation myself. We are going to use ShipStation to ship out Bad Friends merch when we get the merch up and running.
We're going to get a lot of good merch.
Well, we don't have it running yet. We're working on it right now, but when it goes, we're doing it. Whether you're selling Amazon, Etsy, your own website, ShipStation brings you all your orders into one simple interface.
And it works with all the major carriers, including USPS, FedEx, UPS, even Amazon Fulfillment.
That's right. They offer big discounts on shipping costs. So businesses, if you're out there and you're working from home, you can get the same postage discounts that are usually reserved for large Fortune 500 companies when you use ShipStation. They're the number one choice of online sellers. Right now, Bad Friends listeners can try ShipStation for free for 60 days when you use the offer code
Bad Friends.
That's right. Make sure your business is ready to meet the demands of a delivery culture. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in
Bad Friends.
Bad Friends. That's ShipStation.com. Bad Friends is the code. ShipStation.com. Make ship happen.
BetterHelp.
BetterHelp. Is there something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals? I gotta tell you.
BetterHelp will access your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. Let me say this right now, okay?
Yep.
Jules, did you not do it, Jules?
Yep.
And then when you did BetterHelp and you talked to your therapist, what happened?
I cried for like 6 hours in my bedroom.
That's good.
And she felt lighter and happier afterwards.
BetterHelp is incredible.
I could feel a change and a shift in her.
No, seriously, it's for clients all over the world. If you really need someone to talk to, this is incredible. You can log in anytime, anywhere, and message a counselor when you really need it the most. Let's be honest. Bob and I have talked about it. We all have vulnerabilities. You need to talk to someone when you're going through something, regardless of what it is.
It literally, therapy has saved my own life.
Fact.
And it's a fact.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be here today without it.
I agree. No, seriously. It is something that we should take serious. And we should also be proud to say we all do therapy. That's a good thing.
It's also...
Jules did it. I did it. Bob did it. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling. Financial aid is available. You guys should start living a happier life. If you need someone to talk to, this is the way to go. Go to betterhelp.com/
Bad friends.
That's right. That's betterhelp.com/badfriends.
Join over 700,000 people taking charge of their mental health.
Yep, with the help of top experienced professionals. Again, we're being serious, no joking around.
Yeah.
Please talk to someone if you really need it. And the special offer for our Bad Friends listeners, get 10% off your very first month at betterhelp.com/
Bad friends.
Yep.
So Jules, when she was on last Bad Friends, people started trying to become her friend on Instagram.
Ew, really?
Yeah, and her shit's on private. I don't think she wants to, if you're listening right now, I don't think she wants to like befriend people, but we created another Instagram page for her.
Oh, what is it?
What is it?
Bad friend Rudy.
It's called
Bad Friend Rudy.
You're
So
right.
you can go on Instagram, go to Bad Friend Rudy, and that's then you have control over that page.
No, she does, but we're gonna use that as
No DPs, fellas.
No DPs. She's
No
young.
DPs. That's
She's
disgusting.
disgusting.
No DPs. But girls, send your boobs. We're good. Send boobs to her account. That's fine.
Speaking of that, so I sent you that. I don't want to mention it because I don't want to get yanked off of Instagram. But I sent you that handle on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So did you watch those videos?
I watched every single one of them 3 times over.
Right.
And I sent it to everybody. What do you mean? You don't want to mention it so it doesn't?
Because it's gonna obviously that if people find out about that handle, that they're gonna yank it.
But I imagine that whoever makes up that account, for people that don't know, what we're being so vague. There's an account online that shows the most fucked up is an understatement. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy shit.
So
But it's not private.
It's not private, and
Why don't we say
the
it?
first you can't.
Why not?
Because I don't. I love it so much. I don't want to get yanked.
But these constantly get yanked and they re-upload, then they constantly get yanked. That's
Yeah,
how
but
it goes.
how am I gonna find it the next time?
Well, let me see how long he's been up right now.
He's been out for a while.
Isn't it insane that you automatically know it's a guy?
Yeah.
There's no way a
But
girl would
there's,
put up
like,
that.
one of the videos is, or one of the little lives is, it has a little retarded boy having sex with a car.
He's fucking the front of a car.
Yeah, so his dick is going inside the fender.
No, it's inside the emblem, the car emblem.
Oh, the emblem. Right.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's between the T and the O of Toyota. And then there's another guy fucking a pony.
A donkey.
A donkey.
Yeah,
I don't know the difference.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's all the same ass.
Yeah,
to
okay.
me,
I'm
man.
looking right now. Right, we
It's
can't.
been around for a while.
But if we say what it is,
we can't.
All right.
But I sent that. Now you know who your real allies are in comedy, because I sent it to probably 12 comics.
Sure.
Some of them, and I'm not kidding you, their texts back were like, almost like we're done.
Like not cool.
Like, hey man, we're not friends anymore. kind of
Why?
thing. I don't know what it is. It's like, for me.
Can
as
you
a
tell me who
comic-
said they didn't like it?
Well, here I can tell by them not responding.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So David Spade.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Spade not responding makes sense.
Yeah.
He wouldn't like something like that.
Yeah, but in my head, I thought he would.
A video of a handicapped boy fucking a car.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are like brutal fist fights.
Fist fights.
Fist fucking.
Fist fucking.
You know, there's one video that made me laugh so fucking hard.
Which
There's
one?
a big muscly dude,
Yeah.
and he's taped a dildo to his computer table.
Yeah, I saw that
and
one.
he's blowing it.
Yeah.
And his mom walks in, and she just goes, and walks out.
Yeah.
He's deep throating
Deep
like
throating.
a 14-inch dildo.
Yeah.
That one made me laugh
But
so hard.
D'Elia texted me yesterday. He goes, I don't like this, dude.
He doesn't like stuff like that.
And I'm like, what? There's a guy fucking a horse. Mm-hmm. I go, it's comedy, baby.
It's a comment. It's a bit.
Yeah, people have a certain threshold.
Some people don't like stuff like that.
Why?
It's because they didn't grow up joking around with stuff like that, so they don't like it now. Do you know what I mean? Like you had to like weirdo shit when you were a kid to like weirdo shit as an adult, comedically.
Yeah, I mean, I've peed on people in my life.
Yeah.
I've pooed on people.
Not me.
That's fine. That's fine. To each his own.
You pooed just on a human?
Yeah, pooed on not on a
In a
human
sexual matter?
Oh no.
Just like in a
No.
what? In a revenge?
Yeah, like one time I think I pooed on Ari Shafir's foot,
That's fine.
but then he shit all over my car.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's like I've always been into those kind of games.
Shit for shat, tit for
Yeah,
tat.
tit for tat.
I get that.
Yeah, I've peed on things, but my point is I've cummed on things.
What's
But,
the weirdest thing you've come on? Like an object.
Well, recently, because I'm doing this no. Oh, fuck. 'Cause
Close your ears.
She lives with me.
Close
It's
your
fine.
ears.
No, she's fine.
Just close your eyes. At least close your eyes so you can't hear it.
No, so I don't I can't believe I'm saying this.
I can. What
So
is it?
I've been doing this no pornography thing.
Yeah,
So I haven't watched any pornography.
I know. So you say.
And I haven't.
And how long though? How long has it really? Honestly,
2 months.
has it been going on that long?
Oh yeah.
Really,
It's-
Bob? No breaks.
Here's how crazy it is. It's getting to the point where when I was in the Middle East with Sebastian Maniscalco
Mm-hmm.
and Eric Griffin, you can't get porn on, you know what I mean, on the internet there.
They don't have porn.
They block all of it.
No Middle Eastern porn.
No, if you're in the Middle East, like you're in Saudi Arabia,
Saudi Arabia.
you're in Saudi Arabia.
You have to jerk off to the thought of porn.
Yes,
That's wild.
but even then, it hadn't been long enough,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I couldn't do it with my mind. But it's been so long now, I can do it with my mind.
You can jerk off with your mind?
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You can get fully hard without looking at anything
Without
sexual.
anything, and I can do it with my mind. I'm resetting my
Wow.
brain.
Wow.
Right? But so sometimes I'm in the bathtub
Mm-hmm.
and I'll come.
Hmm.
Right? I feel like you're not open right now, and I feel like
Hey,
you're doing
look
something.
at me. No, I'm an open book right now.
It doesn't feel open. It feels
Put all
closed.
your words inside of me. I'm a book with no words.
All right.
I'm open pages.
Yeah. And so I'll come, and then the sides of the bathtub,
Yeah.
I'll just wipe the cum on there.
Jules, you ever take a bath in there?
No,
Thank not anymore.
no.
Never again.
She has her own bathtub.
Why don't you put it somewhere else? I don't. Why on the sides? You have to clean that. Do you not clean that? Do you clean it right when you get out? You leave it.
I let it dry a bit. Yeah?
Wait, you let it dry?
Yeah.
Bob,
Why?
do you jerk off underwater?
Yeah.
You like it underwater?
Aquaman style. Yeah.
That's fun.
Momoa style.
Little bubbles coming
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Momoa style.
yeah. I do it.
That I can't. Water and I don't get along.
Why?
I don't jerk off in the water. I can't fuck in the water. I don't like it.
Oh, it feels good. If you ever stand, this is the best feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's another story that she doesn't know, nobody knows. When I was in the Philippines, we stayed at this hotel called the Crimson. And so Kalila and her family would be like, we're going to go to, go hiking in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, oh, I'm sick. I don't feel good. You guys go. Right? So they would go. And in the back of this hotel room is this pool in the back. Like, it's a really nice hotel.
Sure.
And we have our own individual pools, swimming pools. They're the size of this table, right? And they don't go deep. So you just stand there, and then the water goes up to your like sides like this.
Right.
And I would put an iPad there, and I would just, feverishly masturbate in the water.
Right.
Oh God.
And that was your favorite thing to do.
It's because for some reason when you're doing this in the water, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's splashing
It's-
around.
it's creating this like, you know what I mean?
Little
A
masturbatory
little bit
wave.
of friction or whatever.
Right.
Right, water friction.
When do you come underwater? Or do you pull it above the water?
Yeah.
In the water.
Oh yeah.
So you let it swim.
Why not? It came from water inside my body.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's not like it's from a desert.
So you would feverishly jerk off inside of there. How many times?
I don't know when you guys went hiking and all that stuff. There was a lot of times I didn't go. Right.
Yeah.
So next time I'm like that, remember I'm in a swimming pool
Jerking off.
jerking off.
So don't swim in that swimming pool. Do you know this about him? All this stuff?
No.
Yeah. Are you embarrassed about your Tito or no?
No.
Yeah.
No, you're okay with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. Look, everyone has their kink. That's your little kink. You like water, you like jerking off in the water when no one's around.
During quarantine, I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah.
You gotta let your mind go. What have you been doing?
Well, speaking of sexual kink, genuinely, this has been on my mind for a while. I watched Louis C.K.'s special.
I haven't seen it yet.
You didn't watch it?
No.
Okay.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's fucking wonderful.
Whoa. All right.
It's wonderful.
Is it funny?
It's very, very funny, dude.
How do I watch it? I'm gonna watch it tonight. You go to Louis C.K.'s.
Go to his website. You can buy it from his website.
Really?
Yeah, it's like $7.99 or something like that.
Oh, cool.
It's I watched it with a buddy of mine. We FaceTimed and watched it together. I was interested to see how he felt about it and how it was. It was one of those like,
Right.
let me see what he does. Dude, it was awesome. It was fucking awesome. It was heartfelt. It was hard. It was tough. It was funny. He broaches the subject of the sexual stuff a little bit at the end. Could have been more. I think it would have been funnier if it was a little bit more or a little bit more real.
When he opens though, he doesn't mention it at all. When he opens,
Yeah, the first thing out of his mouth. I mean, I don't want to fucking.
give me the opening thing.
The opening line is,
Yeah.
did anybody else have a really fucked up last 2 years or whatever? Something like
Yeah,
that.
oh,
Like,
right.
how was your last 2 years? Did anybody else have the worst last 2 years of their life? That kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so right off the bat, you laugh because you're like, yeah, this guy's shit was fucked up. Then he tells you kind of the tribulations of what's gone on in the past couple of years. And the very end of the special, he talks about the incidents. He has his version, his spin of it. I'm interested to see what you think about it. It was very fucking funny.
The honest truth is that he was one of those guys that I always watched worked out. I was there when he showcased for Mitzi.
No way.
Yeah, so he had already done his first HBO special, right? And I go, fuck, Louis C.K.'s here.
That special was very good.
Very funny.
Yeah.
30 the half hour.
Yeah.
Really good. And I sat next to Mitzi, and he goes up there, and a minute in, she yells out, I'm not kidding you, light him. He doesn't have it.
Shut up.
And I turn to Mitzi and I go, Mitzi, he has an HBO special. He doesn't have it. I'm falling asleep.
Holy shit.
Right? And he kind of walks off, and then I didn't see him for many, many years.
He never came back.
No.
He was kind of like the Seinfeld, too. Seinfeld, you know that story, right? Haven't I told you that story?
Yeah, no, I have another one too. Go ahead.
About Seinfeld, though? You know what happened?
George Lopez too, but go ahead.
Seinfeld didn't... Mitzi didn't like him for some reason. Said he was not funny, but something that she didn't like.
Yeah.
Like maybe he was too clean or something. I don't remember. But Seinfeld told this story himself. This is from his mouth. He came back to the store probably 4 years ago, and he hadn't been in forever. He told this story. He said, the reason I hadn't been in so long is Mitzi told me that basically I wasn't good enough or wasn't funny enough for this place. And I just toured and did other comedy elsewhere. And then he got the show. Okay. Seinfeld became a massive hit.
One of the biggest,
Arguably the biggest
of
comedy
all
hit
time.
in the history of television.
Yeah.
And they used to have a house on Kings Road or the Queens Road house.
That's where Mitzi lives.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jerry bought a house above their house, literally just above the house, right up on the hill above the house.
Yeah.
And he said every day he would drive in one of his Porsches down to CBS Radford.
Yeah.
And he would slow down on purpose
Yeah.
to see if any of the shores were outside.
Yeah.
To say hello, to let them know. Oh, I'm just coming from up there.
Yeah.
Just coming from above.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
above you, going back down.
Yeah.
Just to because Jerry has
You
that
never
kind of...
went into Mitzi's house, huh?
No, what used to happen was when Mitzi was sick at the end of the first run of the first time she got sick,
Yeah.
Sean Halpin, who is a comedian,
I know Sean.
used to live in my apartment with us. Used to live with us.
You were roommates.
It was temporary. No, not really, because we had 2 roommates and he was just kind of living with us for a short period of time until he was going to get a new place. And Sean invited me a few times to go. He's like, "Do you want to go over there?" He used to help her, like a bunch of other comics, help her with a lot of stuff that I don't want to mention because it's nobody's fucking business.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it. It just, something about it gave me I couldn't go over to her home and be while she's really sick, and I never saw her like that.
And I love Mitzi, but imagine, because I've been to her house maybe 10 times in my life, okay? And it's almost as if, you know how, because we opened up with like castles and bards this podcast.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So imagine in a world where there was a kingdom, or and there was a king, but they always have a sage, right,
Yeah.
or a wizard,
Right.
right. Imagine just living amongst the peasants, right?
Sure.
And then some guy in a cloak comes up to you and goes, "The wizard would like to see you," right? And then you went to the wizard's tower,
I love it.
right? And you don't know what the fuck, because you don't know anything about wizardry. You're scared of it. You're scared of magic.
You're just a peasant. Yeah.
You're making rice and wheat or
Right,
whatever, right?
right.
That's what you do, right? And then the wizard tells you some sort of, spell or new concoction, or he does some sort of trick, right? And then you're scared. You think you're gonna die, right? Or you don't know why he wants you there,
Right.
Right? That's what it was like.
That's what it felt like.
Because when you walked in, the walls of her house were black, like the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
You thought that, maybe there's some sort of reasons, comedy-wise, why the club is all in black,
Right.
right? Do you ever think that? Because you go
yes.
to any comedy club, it's usually brick, and there's colors,
Well, there's some sort of texture to everything.
right? But
yeah.
this is the Comedy Store is completely black,
Yeah, it's pitch black. The ceiling's painted black.
right? And also maybe red, neon.
Loved red.
Right, so it's almost as if it's like Darth Maul's costume.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's like Darth Maul's costume, the Comedy Store. But her house, but then she had a room where people would go in there and massage her that was completely pink.
All pink.
Yeah, so imagine going through a blackish house, and then there's this room that's brightly pink. Wow. And she's in there. So it was one time I was at Thanksgiving with my Paulie goes, dude. Paulie goes, dude, you gotta have Thanksgiving with the family, right? And I go, no, Paul, because I'm with my brother Steve, and we're gonna go somewhere else. I think we're gonna go to the Stinking Rose. We're gonna go to the Stinking Rose, so we already have a plan. No, dude, nah, bro, you gotta come over, right? And they had already ate.
Like dinner was over.
Well, no, I mean they had started eating at 2, and now it's 4. But you know how you go to white people's Thanksgiving and the food's still out?
Yeah,
It's cold.
Well, no, we leave it out after we. It just you have to
don't
keep,
leave it out.
It's for seconds.
Don't leave it out.
They just keep eating it.
Don't leave it out. So my brother and I go over to the house, and we have our plates, and we're putting this cold turkey, you know what I mean?
ugh.
And you know what I mean, and cranberry. And Mitzi's sitting at this table, wooden table, right, a round circular table. And the only 2 seats that are open, right, are next to her. Damn. Right, and so I'm like, I can't go. I have to sit there.
Right.
So I'm sitting there. I go, "How's it going, Mitzi?" She's like, "Good. Happy Thanksgiving." Right. So I'm just talking to my brother. I swear to God, this happens. And I hear this. I'm eating. I hear this. This noise. Right.
Yeah.
And I go, "What the fuck's that noise?" When you ever hear a noise like that, you wonder.
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah. And I turn over and look at Mitzi. Her foot is on the table.
Shut up.
I swear to God. And her nails are so long. She's going.
No. Her foot is on the fucking dinner table?
Yes.
And she's doing
And
this?
she's doing on the fucking table, right?
No.
Now, try to enjoy a cold turkey dinner with fucking, you know what I mean, cold gravy and cranberry sauce.
What did you say?
What are you gonna? You can't say shit.
Do you try it? You just put your foot up and try it right
no, because
next to
my
her.
nails aren't long enough. Her nails were like, you know how old people, they just fucking grow it
And they curl?
it curls around the fucking toe.
Yeah.
So she was doing that with it, and I look over and I look at Mitzi and I look back at my brother, and then all of a sudden, like, there was a countdown in my head
Of how long you
when
could...
to get out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when to get out. Yeah, so that was.
How long did you stay?
I think for another 15 minutes.
And you were like, we got to go. We have to get the fuck out.
No, because we had reservations somewhere or whatever. But yeah, that was like.
But that's kind of like going into the Queen's Palace, right? But like many things, you don't know that you don't really want to be there sometimes. That's like all those things. It's like when you get to meet someone or go to a cool house party, you think it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
It's always the opposite of what you want.
Yeah.
I always thought the one time it turned out to be what I thought it was going to be, to be very honest. How many years ago? God, I don't know. 7, maybe 6, 7. I went Miley Cyrus somehow through unexplained events. We went to her house for her Halloween party. And in my mind, I was like, this is going to let me down for sure. Like, without a doubt. I'm going to have an idea of this, and it's going to they're going to know that I'm a nobody and kick me out.
It's just before you go, a comic always has that thought.
You have to.
We don't feel like we belong. We feel like it's almost a fraud. To me,
you're a fraud, and they're going to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, in your mind, you know somebody's going to go, why is he here?
Yeah.
I feel, and the whole party's going to go, oh, why are you here? Like,
yeah. I remember, just real quick, Dalia and I were at a CAA Christmas party, and his first opening line, Chris D'Elia, successful.
Yeah, very.
You know, he goes, hey, do I look like I belong here?
No.
Yeah.
Was this recently? A couple years ago?
Maybe a year ago.
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah, you're fine. Do I look like I belong here? He's like, yeah. But it's like, that's when I knew that we all have
We
those
all feel that
thoughts.
way.
Yeah.
We all feel that way.
Yeah, so go ahead. Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus is having a Halloween party.
Yeah.
We get invited through a friend of a friend because of whatever. Nobody's business. But I show up, and I'm not kidding when I say the backyard of that girl's house was exactly what I thought it was going to be in my fantasy head. Insanely fun. People were naked. People were having there was like a food fight.
Yeah.
It was like a...
Was there a wrecking ball?
It felt like a movie. That's what she came in on. But it felt like a fucking movie. She had all these little areas set up so you could hide out and get high and party with people and drink and do... It was just such like a fantasy island place.
Yeah.
Like Epstein's Island. It was similar to that kind of fun.
Epstein's
like
Island.
a little kids running around. No, it was just... It was so free and fun that I just... It was exactly what I wanted it to be, but thought it would never be. But that was the only time I've ever gone to a celebrity's thing and gone, holy shit, this is a party. All night long, till 4 or 5 in the morning. Beachbody on demand. Beachbody on demand, dude. It's incredible. It comes as no surprise. We're all stuck in the house. People can't go to your gym. Don't get complacent. Don't get lazy. It's important to stay fit, stay active. Beachbody on demand is an easy-to-use streaming service that gives you full access to 1,300 super effective workouts suited for anybody at any time.
Okay, so I know a guy named Dylan. I don't know you know him too.
I know,
He's a comic, right?
Yes.
He's a fat fuck, right?
He is.
And literally, he's been doing Beachbody, and he's been posting shit on Instagram.
Yes.
The dude lost, I couldn't even recognize him. He lost 40 fucking pounds.
He looks incredible.
He looks incredible.
He does this thing called Shift Shop. Shift Shop is one of the workouts that you can do that he recommends. It is wild to see this stuff work.
This is the company behind P90X Insanity and 21 Day Fix.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible. P90X is, if you know anything about it, it was one of the top dogs in the workout worlds, dude.
They have these super trainers, these celebrity super trainers like Tony Horton. I love Tony Horton.
Yeah, Tony.
Joel Freeman, dude, in the house.
Freeman.
Jericho McMatthews.
And Autumn Calabrese. like an Italiano.
Yeah.
Listen, they have a ton of workouts. In all reality, it is amazing to do this at your home. Don't get fat. Don't get bored. Don't get lazy. You can access it from anywhere: your computer, your TV, your smartphone, Apple TV, Roku, Comcast, all that stuff. Right now, our listeners are going to get a pretty good deal, a special free trial membership. You get it totally for free. You can try it out when you text.
Yes.
No, bad friends.
Bad friends.
Text bad friends
Bad
to
friends at
30 30
30.
That's 330. So
Yeah.
bad friends to 30 30 30. You're going to get the entire access of all the platforms for free, all the workouts, the nutritional information, all the support. It's going to be all included. All you have to do, Bob, is text
Bad friends
to 30 30 30. We're going to have Jules say it too. Jules, yell it as loud as you can. Text
30, 30, 30.
Yeah.
Text bad friends to 30 30 30.
That's it.
Text bad friends to 30, 30, 30.
Yeah.
That's it, baby.
Thank you, Jules. The worst is TCA or any of those TV show. Like when you're on a TV show.
I'm on one. I just did it. I just did a TCA.
Yeah, you have to go to those events.
Painful.
It's the worst.
Painful
Human experience.
And they ask you questions that they know that you have no answer to. Yeah, Kevin Hart is an executive producer on that show that I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Of course they go, hey, you know, and I know Kevin Hart's an executive producer as much as you're a fucking Olympic athlete. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's an executive producer. He's a great guy. I love him.
Yeah.
His company is a part of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, on Splitting Up Together, Ellen DeGeneres was my executive producer.
Yeah, well, she was around all the time?
Never met her.
No, she didn't hang out all day?
And then I went to the showrunner.
Mm-hmm.
one day, and I go, "Hey, what's Ellen like?" She goes, "I don't know her."
Yeah, they don't know her. What do you mean?
Don't know. She's the producer.
And it's fine. Look, these companies, they need the weight of these companies to get things through.
Sure.
But this one reporter, I had enough. I had gone through all the rooms.
Yeah.
And then one reporter goes, "So,
Yeah.
Kevin Hart." And I go, "Yeah, Kevin Hart." And she goes, "I mean, how incredible to work with Kevin Hart."
Yeah.
I go, "Let me tell you something. Kevin Hart is in the green room that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
We're all sharing the same green room.
Yeah.
It's about a 50-person room.
Yeah.
Food, drinks, everything.
Yeah.
Executives, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I go, I've never met Kevin Hart. I'm in the room with him. Still won't meet him. I'll go the whole day.
I know.
I'll go 8 hours of this.
I
We're
know.
never going to meet.
I know.
And she was like, what? And I was like,
Yeah.
that's not how this works. For some reason, people think that it's like, well, your buddy, you know that. It's like, I don't know Kevin fucking Hart.
I don't know.
Kevin Hart is such a big thing.
Yeah.
If I said, I'm on the show that you produce, he'd go, which show?
Yeah.
I'd go, Dave on
But
FX. And then he'd go, what is that? I produced that show?
No, but for me though, if I was the head of a production company and I had 6 or 10 things that are on the air,
He probably has 50 things.
whatever,
Yeah.
I would still fucking know.
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't know.
Because you'd have so much going on. He has so much going on.
Yeah.
How could you balance that?
Right.
It's hard for you to come here sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's just that I get it.
Yeah.
By the way, Ellen got in some deep shit.
Why?
Because she made a great joke. People got mad at her. She put, everyone's mad at celebrities for being like, I'm in quarantine and it's really hard. And everyone at home is like, yeah, right. Your house is worth $30 million. What's hard about having 9 wings in a bowling alley? Like J-Lo had her son on a fucking, what are those things called? The hoverboards. And he was serving her and A-Rod drinks and he was spinning around and they were like dancing. You know what I mean? It's like celebratory fucking, we're having a tough time here and we're billionaires. Anyway, people got mad at Ellen because she said, being in quarantine, I don't want to misquote it. Being in quarantine is just like being in prison because you wear the same clothes every day and everybody's gay. Something like that. Just she's just joking around.
Just joke. I don't
And
find that offensive.
everybody was like, oh, you think it's like being in prison? How about the prisoners that are actually in prison? Just
Oh, yeah.
she's making a joke, dude. She's throwing it is a nonsense.
It's nonsense.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
And the everybody's gay part is funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
She was just making a joke, but people ate her alive. They were like, "How disrespectful of those that are living in actual terrible conditions." Da, da, da. It's like, okay, dude, what do you? Here's my problem. Do you want comics to still make jokes during this time, or do you want us to say nothing at all? It's hard. It's like a balance. Like, what do you want her to do? She's making a fucking joke. What is she supposed to say?
Yeah, I mean, there's a way to do it though. Like Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah.
Just put out something.
What'd she say?
It was kind of like a coronavirus PCA about staying indoors and this and that. But she was basically looking in the camera and goes, normally I have a crew of people do my makeup, but during quarantine I do my own. And she's doing a PCA and she's doing her own makeup. It's terrible.
On purpose, right?
On purpose.
That's funny.
It's really funny and cute. And then she ends the video. It's a cute video, right? And you don't see her house.
Right, that's people's problem.
Yeah, you don't see you when you. That's I always whenever I see a celebrity, right? Online, I always look at the background first
Yeah.
to see where they're at.
Yeah, I
right?
do too.
Like even Sebastian, I know he lives in a gigantic house, but when he takes videos, I see that you don't really see a lot of the house.
Yeah, you would
To make it seem
yeah.
like it's normal, like everyone else's house. I think you should have to be mindful about stuff like that.
I agree. I'm just saying, you think people don't know Ellen has a big house? That was my Sebastian.
But
You think people don't know Ellen has a big house?
yeah.
No, I mean, some things are unavoidable. She's one of the richest performers in the world.
Let me throw out an idea. This is probably not popular.
She's making a fucking joke.
Okay, let me throw this. It's Ellen should be mindful about how people are struggling.
I
right?
get. I agree.
No, just listen.
I agree.
Right? But let me defend.
They should be donating money. Is what they all should be fucking doing.
And Ellen should be. Yeah, like I mean, I get Venmo requests all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of them ask for $2,000. I'm like, I don't know you. I'm not going to send you that. But 25. Anyway, don't do it now. But because people are listening.
Now people are going to send.
Yeah, I know. But people have, and I have given. But we're all in quarantine, and we're all, it's one of those things that, like what I said last week. It's just like you take yourself with you everywhere you go.
You take you with you, yeah.
And I keep telling, I've told my brother for years that, yes, I don't live in a 1-bedroom apartment in Silver Lake anymore. I have a little money saved up because my brother keeps going. Sometimes goes, well, you got money. You should be happy, right? And those things don't necessarily fix you, or,
But you are happy.
Yeah, but I'm as happy as I was when I was living in Silver Lake as well.
Of course, yeah.
What I'm saying is that
Right. That didn't change any. It didn't.
It didn't really change anything, right?
But don't you feel better now that you have 10 bedrooms, 10
I
don't
don't have 10 bedrooms.
Is it Bobby has a 10 bed, 10 bath?
Do I not live in a 3-bedroom?
Oh, like
house?
she's gonna fucking.
She lives in my fucking house.
Listen, you live in a 10.
I don't live in a 10-bedroom
10
nothing.
bed, 10 jizz bath house, 10
That
jizz bath
Jizz
side.
is right. Yeah, Jizz is right.
No, you live in a nice place, but you worked hard for it. But yeah, no, sure, you're not.
Yeah.
But it's not going to make you happy. But you're trying to be conscious of how you're received. People know that you have a nice place.
Yeah, but I don't really talk about it, or I don't really. It's for a comedian at my age, at my level, it's probably the smallest place.
Of people that are comparative to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So
people that have
also I
compounds.
lived. You saw the apartment that I lived in, right? For
Yeah, multiple
15
times.
15 years. Small. It's a very small place.
It was very humble.
Yeah, humble, small place. So
Yeah.
I've never been one to gloat about my situation, But am I doing better than some? Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
You feel a responsibility? Do you feel a responsibility to give money?
What's that noise?
Oh, that's my phone.
Who is it?
Nobody.
I love when you do that. 'Cause
Well-
it's private.
Well, no. You can see. Here, you can see. You see who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know you knew Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Andrew,
Yeah.
I've heard you made a joke about my sexuality.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. Mm-hmm. Do you have big stars on your phone?
You've asked me this before.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's somebody
yeah.
in my phone that there's people
Yeah,
in my phone. There's people in my phone that that aren't. I wish you would call someone in your phone. I wish you would call the biggest person in your phone. Do you have Ellen's number?
No.
We should call Neil Brennan. He's friends with Ellen. He'll call Ellen for us and ask her to apologize live on the air for what she said and what she did. Mm-hmm. Should we do that? What do you think? Jules likes
Do you
it.
think these rumors are true about Ellen, about how
She's straight?
No. I'm going to talk about Ellen real quick. So Ellen DeGeneres, have you ever played the Dallas Improv?
Addison?
Addison or Houston?
Not yet. I'm about to.
You're about to. You've never played Addison?
No.
Oh my God.
Dude, I've only played Austin. I've only played Cap City.
Wow. So have you done Houston Improv?
Nope.
All right. So
They're back to back on the books for me in the
they
future.
are? Yeah.
Hopefully.
So there are clubs I've been playing for 25 years.
Jesus, yeah.
In fact, the Addison Improv has been there for so long. There's actually a drawer of lineups they had in the 80s.
Wow.
One of the lineups I had was Diane Ford that I saw. It was headlining. You probably don't know who she
Diane
is.
Ford?
Yeah.
I know who the name is.
Yeah, Diane Ford's headlining. The feature, this is in 1990,
Wow.
was Jeff Garland. Wow. The MC, Judd Apatow.
Wow.
So I love looking at old, you know what I mean?
I love shit like that.
So you're going to meet a guy named Jeff Lala, and he runs all the improvs in Texas. And he's this old, crotchety, deep-voiced. He smokes 1,000 cigarettes a day.
Love this
right?
guy.
But back in the 80s, he told me that I used to pick Ellen at the airport. We used to drive to club. I used to stay with these shitty hotels, and she used to do the roads, one-nighters,
Yeah.
So Ellen is an old-school comedy workhorse.
Yeah, she's been around for a long. Yes.
Yeah, and she had put in some road time,
Yes.
right? But now I
Now
hear
you're about to shit on
stories
her? Go
about how,
ahead.
like, some people, she has a rule, some people can't lock eyes with her. You know what I mean? Or, like, Steve Harvey, I heard about that too, about on his show. You know what I mean? They had a memo, don't lock eyes with Steve Harvey. You know what I mean?
Well, that was a
So,
whole controversy.
but how
He
do
didn't
you-
want people coming into his office asking him questions.
I
in the
know,
middle of the
but
day.
how come some people are like that?
Mm-hmm.
And then some people, like, I've met James Corden, all these other younger guys. They're not like that.
Well,
How do you become like that?
people feed it.
Why are you smirking when I'm talking like this?
Well,
Because
because
this is controversial.
No, no,
You
it's
think we'll
not.
get in trouble?
No,
Oh.
why? You didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything wrong.
No, what I'm smiling about is the idea that I don't know if that is true. I've heard rumors.
Yeah, you hear things. That's
You
all it
hear
is.
things from people
Yeah.
that have said that Ellen has very particular set of rules when you work with her.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
I can't comment because I don't know.
Yeah. I shouldn't have brought it up.
But
You're right.
based on what I know,
Yeah.
that sounds like a really fucked up thing to do to people. Why do people get away with it in Hollywood? Because they let them, and it's all good. People because an assistant will put up with it, and it perpetuates the nonsense.
Yeah.
That's why Hollywood people get to act like brats.
Yeah.
I worked on a show. I've worked on many things with unbelievable brats, people that do crazy shit, have people fired, yell at people. Someone I worked with was yelling at the fucking EPs in the parking lot in front of everyone going, "I'm the cunt, so I'm the cunt."
Yeah.
Didn't lose her job.
Right.
Nothing happened.
I love watching fights on.
Oh,
on
it's
set.
it's fucking
my
awesome. It's fucking
favorite.
awesome.
Because you get this because I get into this thing where my body goes like this.
It vibrates.
It vibrates because I'm in shock.
Yeah, you don't know how to react.
Yeah, so when like people are screaming at each other on a set, my body just goes, and I focus in on it,
Oh yeah.
and I go, "What's going on? What's happening? You know, is this gonna end? You know, what I mean?
When is this over?
Yeah, like I love it wasn't a big deal, but like on Splitting Up Together, I could hear some of the producers raise their voice at Jenna Fisher about something, which I don't want to get into.
Right, but you should.
But
Go
a
ahead.
little bit of raising the voice.
They yelled at her.
You
What
know,
did she
a
do?
little bit.
What did she
No,
do?
I'm not gonna say.
What did she do? Did she say, "When this is over, I'm starting a podcast"? And they were like, "No."
No. I don't know what it was. I do, but I don't want to say it.
Okay, it's fine.
I don't want to say it.
But what was it?
You fucker. But then I remember going.
You were vibrating.
Yeah, vibrating. Yeah.
And did she yell back?
No, she's a sweet girl.
She's very balanced.
She is a sweet lady. I like her a lot.
You know what? I think to answer what you were saying, people are like that before they got famous. It just exacerbated it. So
Yeah.
whatever those things are, they come out much, much worse because you know people that have had shoot up rocket careers, and some of them are the same and some of them aren't. The season finale was last night for the series finale for Modern Family.
Yeah.
And everyone but Ed O'Neill, Sofia Vergara, okay, but everyone besides Ed O'Neill wasn't a famous actor on that show.
I know.
Not a one of them.
I know.
Okay?
Yeah.
They rocketeered to the sky.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I would be interested to know which of them have dynamically changed the most.
Well, yesterday I texted Stone Street.
Yeah, because you're friends with Eric.
Yeah, because I sent him the the fucking Instagram thing.
I know.
Right.
He liked it.
No, I'll tell you what he texted back. Stone Street says basically, "You're disgusting."
What did I say to you?
You said, Santino, you said, "God, so gross and funny. What time tomorrow?" You went right to business.
Yeah, well, I just was like, this is awesome. I was thumbing through it.
Yeah, I would have to say, because I only know Stone Street.
So he went from just a regular actor to through the roof.
Yeah, I met Stone Street when I was a commercial actor. In
I know,
the
yeah,
90s.
we played that
Yeah,
commercial.
Yeah. And then one day he goes, "I got the show," right?
Yeah.
And can I tell you what kind of a guy Stone Street is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get emotional.
Please don't.
So Stone Street's on his third year on Modern Family, and they're shooting. I forget what lot is it. It's not Radford. It was Paramount.
Yeah, weren't they? No, weren't they at? Aren't they on Fox? They were on Fox.
Oh yeah, it was at
on
Fox.
the Fox lot.
It was Fox. Yeah, it was Fox.
Yeah.
And I remember
Sony.
It was at Sony.
Sony, Culver
it was
City,
Sony. Yeah,
yeah.
So Sony.
Warner Brothers.
I don't know what the fuck it is, man.
What?
But I remember having an audition for some sort of series, right?
Right.
And I was like, at that moment in my career, I didn't have Tiger Bell or anything, and I didn't have Kalila, and I was so desperate to get a job,
Yeah.
right? And I remember walking. You know how when you audition for a show like that, you have to go through the gate, and then you have to make that 3-mile walk to whatever fucking building.
You have a pass, and they're like, "You know where to park?" And you're like, "Yeah, where?" And they're like, 9 miles that way. and you got to walk over there.
And it's like walking through first class when you're a coach because you have to walk through people that are already on a show.
And they're staring at you.
Well, yeah. So Modern Family was shooting a scene, and I was walking past it like really fast because I didn't want Eric to see me, but he fucking saw me.
Oh.
So Stone Street goes, hold up a second, and he follows me to the audition.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there in the audition in this little lobby room. Right? He opens the door, and he tells everyone. He looks at me and he goes, Bobby. I go, what the fuck, dude? He goes, it doesn't have to be perfect. I go, what do you mean? Your audition. Just get the gist. It's okay to make a mistake.
That's nice.
Right? It doesn't have to be perfect.
That's very nice.
And he walked out because he wanted me to. I didn't get it, but I didn't get it.
Yeah.
But I remember having an okay audition because you're right, because when I sit there, for me, I go, if I don't have this down word for word.
Oh, you're a panic attack.
I was having one of those times in my career where I was so desperate that I had to kill it. And he took a lot of that pressure away by saying that.
By just being a friend.
Yeah. And here's a guy he had already won, I think, his first Emmy at that time.
I mean, season 3, they were fucking rolling hot.
Yeah. So he was killing it. So, I don't see that he changed at all.
He's a grade A dude.
I love him. He's a great guy.
That's good to hear.
I love him.
That's good to hear that look, there's people that I know that have gotten skyrocket fame and haven't changed.
Yeah.
Like just not even a little bit. They haven't even changed kind of how they live, which is even more unusual.
Yeah.
There's some people I know that they made a ton of money, they did a lot of stuff, and they're kind of the exact same person.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the top of that list for me, and I don't even know him, I think Galifianakis is
Oh, God. He's the best.
like he drives.
Oh, he's the fucking best.
He drives a Subaru still, his same Outback. Like that's the kind of guy where you're like, oh, where Jerry Seinfeld has 90 Porsches.
Yeah.
And someone like Zach has one Subaru. It speaks volumes over like,
Yeah.
I don't really need stuff.
A couple years ago, I was in a movie called.
By the way, it's fine to own 90 Porsches. I don't
It
give a
is.
fuck. I would like them.
Keeping Up with the Joneses. I was in that movie.
Yeah, you did that?
Yeah, I was in that movie.
I auditioned for that.
Did you?
Didn't get it.
Yeah, I'm in it. And
Did a couple rewrites on it, actually.
I'm in it. And
it was
pretty
bad.
good scenes. But
The movie was bad.
shut the fuck up.
Movie was bad.
Watch the movie.
Movie was bad.
I have a really funny scene. in it.
Movie was bad.
Anyway, so I'm in Georgia,
Yeah,
Atlanta, and as soon
I know.
what?
Georgia, Atlanta. You think I'm thinking about the country, Georgia? I know where you are. Jules, don't laugh. Jules, laugh. Jules, laugh. I love it.
Yeah.
Go.
And I remember, so the director wanted to see my outfit.
Right.
So I was in wardrobe.
Right.
And they're like, the director wants to you have to get in the van. You got to drive to set right now.
I fucking hate that.
Right. So I'm in this van, right, and I'm driving to set, and so I show up at set, and the director comes up behind Video Village and goes, "Yeah, okay, good." Right. But then Zach sees me, and he goes, "Oh my God!" He gives me a hug, right, and then the next day I'm shooting, and you know how like the stars get a certain tent.
Yeah.
So there was
of
like a
course.
white tent. It was really hot, and they had these air conditioning things. They had me by the stable, right? The horse stable.
Where you
it was, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it was like I didn't even get like a chair. It was just like I'm on a curb and just smoking, like right,
Yeah,
insanely,
chain smoking.
right? And I remember Zach goes, "Dude, come on, white tent." So I walk in the white tent, and John Hamm's there.
Yeah.
And I sit there they have a seat for me, and I just hang out with John Hamm and Zach. Because if it wasn't for Zach, obviously I wouldn't be there, right?
Right.
But he made me feel so comfortable. I have a photo on Instagram. We took a selfie or whatever.
Of you and you three.
Us three, right? And I just thought to myself, oh, you haven't changed.
That
You're
because
a good dude.
Yeah. It makes me like him fucking so much more.
What a good dude.
When I watched his live at the Purple Onion was one of the greatest specials
Oh
I've
my
ever
God,
seen
I
in my
love
life.
that one. I've
To
seen
this
that
day, it's
So good.
still. Let me tell you one quick story about a guy that I want to say that passed away last year. Last year? This year?
Brody?
God, the years get mixed up.
Brody?
No. There's an actor named Robert Forrester. Do you know who that is?
Of course, I know Robert Forrester.
Okay, Forrester was on I'm Dying Up Here. He played the father of one of the characters that passed away.
Are you sure he was on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Forster, rest in peace, who's now passed away. The one of the most telling things I think I've ever seen in my entire life. He was wrapped, he was done, and as he left, he went up to every single person. I'm not kidding, and he handed them a letter opener that was like a custom letter opener from him to something simple, but it was a heavy, nice letter opener, and he's like, just a piece of my gratitude, and he handed it to every single person. Dude, there was a shitload of people that worked on that fucking show, right? And he handed one to everybody and said thank you. And that was the last time I ever saw him. Then he passed away. I still have the letter opener in my drawer today. But it spoke volumes. A guy who's been in the business for probably, I don't know, 40, 50, who fucking knows? And he still gave a goodbye gift. That's meaningful as fuck. Have you ever given a goodbye gift?
What the fuck am I going to do with a letter opener?
Open fucking letters,
I've
Bob.
never gotten a letter in my life.
You don't get letters? I get letters all the time.
You know what I would go? I go, fuck you, Forrester. You know what I mean?
Bob.
Is a dull knife? What is this?
It's a dull knife.
I'd be grateful.
It was very
Is
sweet.
it engraved or no? Mm-hmm. Oh. That's real nice.
It says, fuck the Koreans.
It's real nice.
It was sweet, though. Have you ever given a gift goodbye? No.
No, but I have given
Like
Christmas gifts. I was so, this is so fucking, this is so cheesy. This is so gross.
What did you give?
So, the first year I was on Mad TV, nobody liked me.
No shit.
No, I can, because they would tell me. Producers would tell me, like, just don't go into that office. They don't like you. It was not liked.
Right.
Yeah, I had this weird kind of, I was so scared and frightened, right, that it came out in the weirdest ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I see you do it.
You do?
Yeah, you do it all the time.
Fuck you.
When you get scared or fucked up, you do weird shit.
So yeah, I'm really strange. Like I couldn't like talk to people, and I would try to make jokes, and nobody liked. You know, it was just desperate. I was desperate to get on, because they wouldn't put me in sketches. I was desperate. So I spent, and I didn't even get that much money, but one paycheck I got, it was like, we got $4,500.
That was for a week of work.
A week of work, right? Which is good money, but in showbiz, not.
Not show business, right?
Right. So, and then what you get with taxes and your agents and managers, you get $2,000. But I spent the whole fucking thing on Christmas gifts because I was so desperate
For people to like you?
for people to like me, right? And I would write letters to people that I knew didn't like me. Thank you so much. You know what I mean?
What was the gift?
I got everyone different things. Like I went specific. Like I'm gonna buy this person wine because I think they like wine.
That's a lot.
Right, and I did it. And I remember going to each and then giving it to people, and then them going, thanks. You know what I mean? 'Cause they have to
Yeah, they can't hate you.
accept it. But I just remember me being so needy and just going, here you go from my bottom of my thing. Happy holiday.
like me?
Yeah.
Can
Oh
you put
my
me in
God.
a sketch?
I wish I hadn't have done that.
What was the most expensive thing you bought?
I bought like a first generation iPod or something like that for like a producer that I knew that didn't like me.
Did he like you after?
But then what happened was there was an Asian magazine where I called everyone out, right?
What's the Asian magazine called?
It was called
Noodle
either
Weekly?
Korea Am or it was something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember it was the first year I was on Mad, and I remember calling people out specifically. This writer, you know what I mean, hasn't written me a single sketch. And I remember coming to work, and Dick Blasucci, one of the producers, going, "We have a problem coming into the conference room." And I walk into the conference room, and there's a stack of these magazines, and like 6 people that I called out, and he goes, "Hash this out. Hash this out right now."
What?
And I'm like, "What the fuck? How do you know that even this magazine exists?"
Yeah, how would they know?
This is before the internet.
Yeah, how the fuck would they know about some Korean magazine?
Because one of them
Is
got
Korean.
it. No, one of them, somebody told.
Someone.
Yeah, I don't know how, but
Yeah.
they did. And it was so.
Do you have to apologize?
No, I didn't.
You-
I'm
what
like,
did
no,
you
no,
say?
because I was defensive. I go, because, listen, I know I'm not a Second City guy. I know that you guys write for only Second City guys,
Right.
right? I'm a comic. I don't know how to fucking do this thing, right? And I know that, I wasn't good. I was terrible at table reads. and I was so bad at rehearsals. I'd never been on a show before, so I would just like, I was scared.
Yeah, you were learning.
I learned to do everything on that show.
And you're grateful.
And it took me years.
Yeah.
Right? But eventually I learned, but I remember defending myself. I go, yeah, but they did do these things. Right?
What did the people say?
And they were like yelling at me. Dude, you're new on the show. Why? Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? And
who was some of the writers? Do you remember who they are?
I don't want to get into it.
Come on.
No.
It's
I'm
in
not
the
doing that.
past.
I don't give a fuck. You're trying to call me out and I'm going to get in trouble again.
We'll be right back after these messages. No, what do you mean? It's in the past. You mentioned the writers before.
No, I'm not.
Are they still writing?
Yeah.
They're all killing. Name one of them that you love.
All the writers that I did love?
Give me the one that you called out that you actually really like.
So there was a couple of writers on the show that I didn't like me at first, but over the years of being me on the show, they became allies and they wrote me the best sketches I've ever been on.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Do you still work with any of them now?
No.
That's huge
but,
too.
I love them dearly. I miss them, and I think they're super talented. And one of them
are they Harvard guys?
They're Groundlings guys.
But they always have a couple of Harvard writers and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. There'll be these guys were Groundling guys.
Yeah.
But I can talk about I had some allies as well. You know what I mean, on the show early on. So
what actors were allies?
When I first got on the show,
Michael Mcdonald, was he an ally? No, he hated you, huh?
I think he did. Yeah.
Does he hate you now?
I love him.
Love him to death.
I didn't talk to him for years.
How about Sass?
He was the only one.
He's the only one?
Him and Mo Collins.
Him and Mo.
Yeah. Alex Borstein was on her way out. You know who she is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Borstein was very nice to me, but
Do
she
I
knew
know?
she was
Do I
out.
know who she is?
I don't know.
She's massively famous.
Yeah. So Borstein was super sweet.
Yeah.
And she would give me pointers and this and that, but it was really Will. Because
Sasso was the one that really...
Will was the only one that was like, come over to the house. I'm having barbecue. Or let's go to this party.
Yeah.
So I did a bunch of shit, and then I betrayed him.
What did you do?
When he left the show, I started getting popular on the show. And then for like a 3 or 4 year period, he would text me all the time. I would never return his texts.
Piece of shit. Yeah. That's a piece of shit thing. Why would you do that? Is he okay with you now?
Oh, yeah. We're very good friends.
But, I mean, what was the makeup point? That you said, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself?
It was when my career wasn't doing well, and it was not doing well. And I had been friends with Dalia.
Mm-hmm.
But Dalia, and I had friends with Dalia and Callan.
Yeah.
And this is when they were doing 10-minute podcasts.
Right,
and
those
so they would
three,
hang
right.
out together. And then they invited me. They were going to Coffee Bean in Los Feliz. And I met Will there as well. And I made my amends. I told him I loved him. And then we became friends again.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you for a long time, dude, as long as I've known you, you did have a lot of phone problems. You had a lot of phone issues. You were not good for a long time at texting back and stuff. You know that's true.
Yeah, but
we've bitched about it in the past.
I'm better now.
You're much better. You know why you're better?
Why?
It's one person.
Who?
It's a girl.
Kalila?
Mm-hmm.
That's not why.
She's made you better.
Not in the... Dude, I've been dating her for 7 fucking years, and in the last 6 months, I've been fucking being better at texting back. It was because when my dad died, and I went to that place, and I got sober again, is what I was a part of my... It's a part of my being present and being accountable.
Who was there
and being
the whole
mindful.
time?
You redheaded freak.
Who was there to work you through it?
Kalila was there the whole time. I love her.
Who was Kalila?
You fuck, I'll rip your eyebrows out.
Whenever I get a text back from you.
Yeah,
By the way, I got 2 separate texts the other day. One from Bobby and one from Kalila. Maybe the funniest, and I'm not kidding. I laughed harder that afternoon than I've laughed in, and I mean this, in years. Bobby sent me a picture of his cock resting on his balls above his pants. He was doing over the fence. Everyone knows over the fence, through the gate or over the fence, but it's over the fence. His balls were overhead the top of his boxers and his dick was resting on it. And he's going like this. It's far away, and you kind of have to focus in to see his penis because it's the focus in the picture is up here. And then you look down, of course, there's his penis. And I laughed because I've seen his penis, and that's very funny. Within seconds, I get another text from Kalila.
Yeah.
It's the same picture from a different angle, and she just writes, from a different angle.
She took a photo of me taking the selfie.
It made me laugh so fucking hard
Yeah.
to get another perspective of the exact same photo.
Yeah.
It just made me. It just was like that's real love. When you send a picture of your penis to your buddy, and your girlfriend goes, "I'm gonna get a picture of you getting a picture of your penis and send it to the friend that you're." It was very thoughtful. I only
send those dick pics to you and Dalia.
I know because I can handle it. He doesn't like that shit.
He'll go. I'll just tell you what his response was. It's right here. So Dalia said, there he is right there. So he goes.
Do you ever have to see this stuff, Jules? Do you ever have to like see his penis and all that stuff? No, that's gross.
So it says.
But I've seen his butt.
You've seen his butt.
Shut up, Jules. You've never seen my asshole. My butt? You've seen my butt?
Have you? Speaking of the mic, have you really seen his butt?
Yeah.
When did you see my butt?
When you perform somewhere.
Oh yeah, on stage.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, everyone's seen that, Jules. Come on.
Okay.
But
still uncomfortable for her.
So I'm going to cover this. So I said, thinking of you, and he goes, "Damn it, Bobby." That's usually his response.
Yeah, but you know, he gets the joke. He doesn't love those jokes, but he gets them. You know?
He does get it.
Yeah, he gets them. Chris has a good sense of humor.
When we have dinner, he always goes, "Can Toki do a show?" And I always go, "Okay." So we'll be at like Swingers or something.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Swingers. And I will pull my dick out and at the table, right? And I'll stretch out the skin.
Bat wings.
Yeah, and do Toki the Dum Dum. We'll do like a little acapella. You know what I mean? Hello, my name is Toki Dum Dum. Hello. You know what I mean? And do a little thing. And they just laugh and laugh and laugh. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
When do you think you'll stop doing stuff like that?
Never.
You're in like 60s and 70s?
I'm 48 now. Who gives
You're 48?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How old are you?
Fuck you, Bobby.
40.
Fuck you, Bobby.
Are you 42? What are you?
You know I'm below 40.
Are you 38?
Lower.
36?
Lower.
You are?
Lower.
35?
Lower.
34?
Lower.
33?
Lower.
I'm not. Just tell me now.
31.
You're only 31? That's
no,
impossible.
Bobby. I'm not.
I know. That's impossible.
I'm 36.
That's impossible.
I'm 36.
Are you really?
You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I wanna look it
I am.
up.
I'm 36.
I wanna look it up.
Why do I care?
Well, just tell me the truth.
You brought an illegal Filipino child in here. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Santino.
I'm 36.
Andrew Santino.
I was born in 83. The internet will tell you the truth.
Yeah.
80s
Age.
baby. God, 40 or 48. When I first fucking moved here.
You're 36 years old.
Yeah, I'm 36.
It's so funny when you put Andrew Santino, the first photo that goes up is, and then it says 48 right here.
Fuck you. What is
look,
it?
what's Andrew Santino's age, right?
Yeah.
36. Look at the first photo.
You.
Yeah. And it says 48.
Well, you know why it says you 48?
What?
Because people know that we're in love. And people want to associate love with their buds, with their pals.
Theo's 40. It has all the people, huh?
Yeah, it does like suggested searches on stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't like shit like that. You know what's been doing a lot? You know what I talked about? I'm not gonna say it, but I talked about something recently, doing something to my house. I was like, I really need to get this done before the summer. So hopefully I can get this done in the meantime with all this shit. Instagram. Every day. Ad for it. An ad for it. Pops up on my Google searches now.
What is it?
I can't say it.
Just say it.
I can't.
Just fucking say it, and we'll cut it out.
15 jet hot tub. 15 seat hot tub. It's a boat. I want a boat for my house on the roof.
So
no, but now the ads are coming up.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
On Instagram, because all the ads that I get, right, for some reason are about cats.
Yeah, but if you talk about cats.
Like cat beds.
Yep.
Cat toys. How does it know that I like cats?
Do you search for cute cats when do you do searches for cats on Instagram? Do you ever look at cat profiles?
I follow about 20 cat profiles.
What the fuck else do you need to know?
Oh, it does that?
Of course.
It knows. So if I start let's say if I start following hamburgers.
Yep.
It'll give me grill ads and
anything thereof. Anything around there.
Oh my god.
I follow a couple of car Instagram things.
Yeah. So you get car ads.
So not only that, it's really even below that. It goes even deeper. There's a guy named Matt Watson who's on a thing called Car Wow, which is a YouTube channel. I get suggestions every day to follow him on Instagram.
I don't get. Oh wow, that's how it's algorithms.
The algorithms are deep. But it goes to the weirdest crevice.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes to places where I'm like, how would you even know that I'd be interested in that? By the way, I am.
Ask Jules. So I've ordered probably 10 cat products off of Instagram.
So it's working.
But not only is it no, it's not because I've paid for them.
Yeah.
They say they've arrived at my house. There's none in the house.
You're just getting robbed.
I don't know. 15 of them. The little controlled mouse thing. The salmon that flips up and down.
Oh,
right?
The salmon that flips. I think that's a funny ad. I've seen that.
Yeah. I've bought all that. I bought a cat window thing where you put it on the bed. And
have you followed the tracking on it?
Yeah, arrived, and it says it's arrived.
Maybe is it going to your old place?
No. I just don't. None of it is. And I asked her. She was there. I had a meltdown over it one day.
Is that true?
Yeah, he got angry.
Why? What did you get? What happened?
Where's all my cat shit?
Let me hear it from Jules. What happened, Jules?
We were driving and then he told...
Get closer to the mic.
We were driving and then he asked Ate Kalila to help him. And then Ate Kalila said that I'm doing something else. And then he got really mad.
And he threw a fit?
Yeah, and he said that you don't want to help me. Like, you make me sound like I'm the bad guy. And then Ate Kalila got mad and yelled at him.
What did she say to him?
I forgot.
Did she cuss at him?
Yeah, I think so.
It was a fight.
Yeah.
It was a real fight.
A real fight.
That's a real fight over cat stuff. It's okay.
So I just want my cat shit.
I know, baby. I know you want your cat stuff. Do you want me to start buying it and see if it comes to me?
I already spent all the money on it.
Well, can you
And
follow...
bamboo pants? I bought these bamboo pants on.
All right, here we go. If there's any cat companies out there that make cool cat stuff, will you please send some to Bob, please?
I just want the salmon one. I want the little remote control mouse one.
He wants the floppy salmon, the remote control mouse, and the window hammock. Can we get that stuff, please? Whoever does any of the cat stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I already paid for them, so give it to me.
Just give it to him, will you?
Yeah.
What a good day today. This has been a good day. I want to thank Ted Munns for our amazing new art. We're going to hang up the other signs when we get a chance. It's been a great day. Please stay safe. Say that, please.
Please stay safe out there. You know. Here I want to say. Let's not end right now. Let me just say about some quarantine advice. Okay.
Okay.
I know dudes now, personally, that are dying from it.
You do.
Yeah. You know. Not personally, but I know. Like, I don't know them personally,
Right.
but like John Prine just died.
Yeah, that's really
You know,
sad.
I love that guy.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. He's awesome.
The lead singer from fucking Fountains of Wayne died.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So, you know.
I wanna sink
And
to
then when
the
people go,
bottom
well,
with
yeah, you know, the weak are gonna die of this and that. It's like we don't.
Jesus.
Adam wouldn't have died if he had the flu.
You know, it's still funny. They still have gatherings of, they say it's gatherings of 10 or more. So there's people that are still getting together groups of 10 that have to be around other people. Have you seen this preacher? There's a preacher that did.
Oh, yeah, in Tampa Bay.
He did like 1,500 people or
Dude,
something.
churches are still going on in Louisiana and Florida.
What was his name? Do you know what his name was?
He was arrested.
Yeah, he had a gathering of 1,800 people. No, that's not the guy though. This is. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, this guy. This is.
That guy.
Yeah, holding church services, stay-at-home order.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this guy's face. That's Jesus
He's
Christ.
a very good.
Yeah.
Very good preacher though.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Let me tell you
But in
something.
Louisiana, they're still holding a church services.
God, I can't. Why are
In
they doing
Georgia.
that, man? I
Because
know.
of Jesus.
I know. I tweeted about it. This woman had said, "Did you see this on Twitter?" I'd said this woman was like, "I'm covered in Jesus' blood. It's never going to affect me." Have you seen this? This is.
I've seen a lot of videos like this. This is ridiculous.
I mean, people think that
People.
people think that that's going to save them.
But what they don't get is that I don't give a fuck what you do.
Yeah.
Okay. But your actions affect the rest of us.
We were just attacked. Hong Kong
Uh-oh.
edition was.
I'm covered in Jesus' blood. I'm covered in Jesus' blood. I'm covered in Jesus' blood.
Oh, that's a good song.
I'm covered in Jesus' blood. I'm covered.
That's a great song.
That's a great remix to it.
Yeah.
This woman though, she goes, "I'm covered in Jesus' blood. They're not going to kill me. They're not going to
Yeah.
get me."
Yeah.
What an insane idea to be like, "I'm fine." Stay safe. Do the best that you can.
Okay. Thank you for
thank
this-
you for being a bad friend.